G'day, fellas. And welcome to game number 23 of Outback Octagon number 4. Today, we are on rigged. And as you can see by the amount of deer on this map, it is absolutely rigged. While there is a lot of deer, a lot of berries, a lot of boar on this map, and Beasty can see it all, it's not a lot of relics. If we take a look on this map, typically you're going to see a low number of relics. And once again, it appears to be that case. 1, 2 relics. And another 1 up here, another 2, another 3, another 4. In fact, Mattis is living it up today. Mattis has got 4 relics. He'll be a very happy player. Everybody else, 0 relics. Congratulations. Anyway, let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. We have got ourselves a fun game undoubtedly going to be happening today because we get to see some new civilizations. Of course, we get to see the Sengoku Daimyo over on the east side of the map. We've got a little bit of a fist fight happening. We also get to see the Tughlag Dynasty. Very tempting to call them the Tughlag Dynasty because that's what their forts are called, but no, it's not going to be the case. He moves away. Definitely the right call early on. You want to be moving away from these town centers that you see coming up here. It can be very dangerous, especially considering how far along he is here. So Lucifron definitely making the right call. You know, it can be very easy to just commit and say, I'm going to stick it. I'm going to try and fight your villagers, but it takes a big man to move away and go the distance. I'd be tempted to go even further than that, but the trouble is you don't know how far you can go. Anyway, let's take a look and see exactly who we've got in this game. Spawning in the south of the map, the color orange, playing as the Chinese, representing Volda Esports. It's the Kid, aka Voldemar. To his east, in the color purple, playing as the Juicy Legacy. Get both of the Chinese civs out of the way nice and early, hey? It's Recon. It's representing Tag Esports. We've got quite a few Volda Esport players in this game. In the north, in the color blue, representing Volda Esports, playing as the Ayyubids, it's MSNDK. We got one more Volda Esport player. Let's get him out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, in the north of the map, in the color red, spawning with all the relics. Representing Volda Esports on the Delhi Sultanate, it's Mattis. To their south, in the color yellow, playing as the Sengoku Daimyo. We've got Beasty. Keep in mind, Beasty is the reigning Outback Octagon champion. We'll be looking to keep an eye on him and see exactly how he does in this game. Of course, it's getting to the pointy end of the stick here, so it's very important you try and pick up as many points as you can heading into the final weeks. The north of the map, though, playing on the color pink as the Abbasid. It's Lash. To the east, playing as light blue cyan teal as the English, it's Crackety here. And finally, to the right, to the east, playing in the color green as the Tughlag Dynasty, it's Lucifron 7. Beautiful little spawn that he's got here, touching everything, touching the trees, touching the gold, touching the berries. Beautiful little spawn here. Let's check in and see how these guys are doing. Oh my god, can we talk about that? This is literally perfect. Oh my lord, Recon. Wow. And I love the fact that you've got them all surrounded here by the wood lines. Like, they are not going anywhere. The mill in the middle and just boom, 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 boom. Anyway, let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a look at the scoreboard, see where these players currently sit. Now, keep in mind, we've got some big names in this game. It is a stacked lobby. We got Beasty, previous Outback Octagon champion, or reigning Outback Octagon champion. We've got Lucifron. Keep an eye out for him. Who else have we got that is a big dog in this lobby? We've got Lash up towards the north. I think Crackety here is another big contestant. A couple people still yet to get on the board. We'll take a look now over at our leaderboard and see exactly where they all stand. All right, so in this game currently, Beasty sitting at 9th place down on the leaderboard. Following behind him, we've got Lucifron, who's 13th. So both of these guys will be looking to pick up points in this game. We've also got over on the second page, or over on the second side, we've got quite a few of the lower scoring guys. So we've got Recon, MSNDK, and Mattis all in this game. So they'll be looking to pick up points this game. Lash and Crackety and Voldemar also in here as well. So this is anybody's game at this stage. We will potentially see somebody go from the very end of the scoreboard all the way to the very beginning of the scoreboard. It's definitely possible. We've seen it before. We saw it with Core Will we see it today? Now, let's start picking some favorites. As the landmarks come up, who do we think's going to do well here? Who do we think's going to do poorly? Who's got the best spawn? Who's got the weakest spawn, the best civ, all that good stuff? Now, naturally, you look towards the south and you're like, hey, these two civilizations, both of them Chinese, maybe one of them will come out on top, but it's hard to know. And the truth is that they could be trapped in relentless war for the first 65 minutes of this game, and neither of them come out to be favorites. So, to be honest, there's no real favorites. This is a hard one, dude. Because the thing is, like, normally you'd look at the edges and you'd be like, okay, Lucifron's in a good spot. Lucifron's like a minute behind everybody else. Like, look at his wheel count. 13 against Krakeny, 15. So, about 40 seconds. So, look, 40 seconds is not a lot, but at the same time, at this skill level, it is. Imagine being AFK for 40 seconds. That's essentially what Lucifron was in this game. It is tempting to say Lucifron, though. I will say that right now. And the other thing to note is Krakeny's got nobody to his back. Like, okay, technically, he's got Lash to his back, but Krakeny's entire attention is going to be on Lucifron here. So, once again, this is a hard favorite to pick. I mean, do you go past somebody like Beasty? Beasty, he's a great player. He's got a great civilization. This is the last time you're going to see the Coca Township, as crazy as it's going to be. You absolutely could pick him, but once again, he's kind of like stuck between MS and DK. He's got Matiz to the north. It's not going to be easy for him either. So I'm going to say it right now. I don't think there's going to be a first one out. I don't think there's going to be a last one out. I got no idea which way it goes here, but I'm going to wish all these players good luck because we're about to get down. We're about to get dirty. Age ups are coming through. Imperial Academy in for Voldemar. Meditation Gardens coming through for Recon. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful Meditation Gardens. What are we looking at here? Yeah, these are going to be good. This is 100 plus easily. Over on that east side, though, I love the fact that Lucifron is actually falling back away from this. So I want to ride on board with Lucifron just for a second. Yeah. Actually, can I pick Lucifron as my favorite to win here? The fact that he's got his TC here almost makes me tempted to say I think he's gonna run away. I think he's gonna try and move away to a new place. Look how far away this Dome of the Faith is. Like, he wants to do it. The trouble is that that is a town center, and if his opponent reaches Castle Age, he'll know where the king is. So it's not as easy as just running away. But I will also say he's not playing a good civ. We've never seen this civilization do well. This civilization has never won. I don't even think this civilization's made it to the top 4 yet. Now, he's a good player, but is it going to matter? We'll have to see. Now, another interesting thing to note, Voldemar here, you say a lot with your Barbican. You know, I wrote a book, 10 Things Your Barbican Says About You. And one of the things that this Barbican is saying about Voldemar right now, this is something that I covered in my book, is that a defensive Barbican says more than an offensive Barbican. Because he's basically declaring right now, hey, Recon, you're my neighbor, and you're really close to me, but at the same time, I could have put this Barbican in your face, but I didn't. I'm just keeping it nice here, nice and close, so I'm asking you as a friend, please leave me alone, at least for the moment. That's what they're saying. At least that's what I suspect they're saying. 10 Things Your Barbican Says About You. You know, that could actually be a book. I saw on social media there was a book called, what was it? Something, words to the effect of like, how to be Zen and maintaining your motorcycles. I've absolutely butchered that title, so I apologize, but yeah. It was like motorcycle maintenance and the art of Zen. The art of Zen and motorcycle maintenance? There you go. Something like that. Apparently it's quite a good book. Sake Brewery going to be going down. I'm going to give Beasty a minus. Oh, actually. Oh, it could be okay. My mandatory rule with the Sake Brewery is you always want it to be in the influence of the Matsuri. This Matsuri is going to get buffed up to 30% gather rate. So the Sake Brewery already works faster than a Gold Vein. So if you want to have the Sake Brewery buffed up even to a higher level, you want to put it within the influence of the Matsuri. So I'm just going to say that right now. I feel like it's a bit of a missed opportunity from Beasty here. One of the things that you can do is you can like put up houses and they will block the placement of the little pads that will spawn. So like he could block over here because I think naturally it will like start here and then work its way down. So you could definitely get one over here on the corner as well. But anyway, how are we doing on the south side? Scout's still scouting it out, and Barbican gets cancelled. Instead goes into Imperial Palace. What your Barbican says about you, if you cancel your Barbican, you are showing a sign of weakness because you have gone into a direction that you thought was appropriate and have now reassessed, but at the same time, you're coming from a place of strength. And there we go. Now puts down, he's got 4 of the mats in. The 5th one not yet. Oh no, the 5th one's over on this side. So Matsuri hits 3 of the mats. We'll allow it. We'll allow it. It shall pass the test. Interesting decision on that south side, though. Meanwhile, over towards the north, we do have a little bit of action coming in. The king together with the knights now beginning to work their way through. A beautiful little spot that he's got in here. He is fully walled in. We've got a white tower rush. I didn't even realize we've got a white tower rush up towards this spot. So I think Lucifron definitely making the right call in abandoning that initial base. Tughlag about Fort going to be coming up as well. I'm a little bit scared about how this game is going to be going, and we can already see in the back of the base, Lash obviously, or rather MSNDK a little bit scared as well, as the Vils go for a run. Does he get the grenades off? It looks like he does. He hits them. He gets a beautiful shot. Springald in placement as well, coming in from the backside. Beasty completely forcing MSNDK into a bit of trouble. What is going on with MSNDK? Did he go fast castle? He went fast castle on the second TC. Okay, that explains that. How are we doing in all the other locations? Everyone else just kind of being chilling at the moment. No one committing overly to feudal age. In fact, most players looking to get up to that 3rd age now. Matt is going to be one of the slower ones, though he has gone for that 2nd TC, which is impressive to see on a Delhi player. We don't always see it on the Delhi Sultanate. Now, speaking of Delhi, how many sacred sites are we running? We've got a dual sacred site in the middle game. Now, just keep in mind, there's probably a 3rd sacred site right here. Nope, it's not there. Okay. It's going to be somewhere silly. Anyway, Castle Age now through for Voldemar on the south side. We'll keep an eye out on him. He's going to go Palace Guards. Interesting, Palace Guards. Palace Guards feel like it's probably not the right choice in a high-level lobby. Because while Palace Guards are good in the sense that you can build a lot of them, you get a lot of torch damage, so they're great. Lobbies are typically making, like, a whole bunch of lances, but he's also making spears. And this is like the one counter to cavalry in the game that's actually decent. It could be good for him. Anyway, the numbers starting to build up. We can see down on that south side, a second town center going to be coming through. He's trying to rush it up. He's got the king inside the Tughlag about 40. Loses a little bit of villager count. Lucifron on 26, Vils Crackety on 34, so he's definitely lost more than a little bit, and now he's in trouble. Villagers inside the Tughlag about fort. And we've got trouble in Paradise. Which way has he gone? He hasn't even appointed a governor just yet. He could be defending with the Ajmas, but not doing it just yet. Crackety looking for blood early on. Matt is now hitting that castle age as well. For the moment, Beasty leaving MSNDK alone, but MSNDK, he's in the castle age. He's got the camel lances out, so he should be able to defend relatively well. Scares me. That scares me. King in trouble. Now, keep in mind, he can run to this town center, but Lucifron, I mean, as I said, we kind of picked him here for the potential winner, and I feel like he may be the first one that's knocked out of this game. Oh boy, we've done it here. We've done it here. Meanwhile, towards the south, landmark number 1 is down. Oh, was it all a play from Voldemar? And if so, a very smart play. What's the play? Well, in my book, 10 Things Your Barbican Says About You, I talk about how if you put a Barbican down and then you cancel it, it shows a sign of weakness because you have, like, you've come across new information and now you need to adjust, or you weren't prepared for something, or you didn't consider something. But what's interesting about this, as 2 sacred sites do get captured by MSNDK in the middle, is that it can also fake something. You can also, by putting down the Barbican, you can say, hey, I'm being defended. Oh my lord, that's a lot of Palace Guards coming out, and a huge amount of lances in the south of the map that we are witnessing here. That's a lot of units. Boy, oh boy, that's a lot of units coming out from Recon. He is hitting the spam button, that is for sure. Maybe that Barbican should have been left up right now. I'm just going to put that out there. That definitely didn't mention anything about his Barbican. Meanwhile, back towards this side of the map. Sacred Site being approached now. MSNDK asking everybody to come and kill him. He's just doing it for the gold, though. I'm sure he'll tell you. Have we got anything else happening over on the other sides of the map? I want to make sure I'm not missing out on anything. A lot of units down here. But at this stage, it almost seems certain that it's going to be the first one that's knocked out is Lucifron. But yeah, I find it interesting that he drops the Barbican almost defensively, saying, hey, I'm going for a second TC. Cancels the Barbican, goes fast castle. What did he see that he did that? Or was it intentional? Was he faking him out to begin with? Because I think it might have been the latter. I think he was trying to fake him out. I think he was faking him out. I think he was faking him out. But then he got faked out himself. It was the double fake out. The double fake pump into a 3-point. Okay. Let's check in on that north side. How are we doing up here, Lash? Lash doing well. He's gone culture wing into military wing. Is he still single TC? Lash playing Abbasid, single TC. Interesting. We'll give it to him, though. Good luck, brother. There's the second TC. Okay, it's good to see. Damn it, he got rid of it. There it goes. Okay, he drops it down a little bit further back. And take a look at this. Beasty now preparing a huge amount of stables. We can hear those Abbasid scouts calling out. Dude, is there a way to just mute the Abbasid? Can we just delete Abbasid voice lines from the game, dude? It's not so much the volume. You know what? It is the volume. It's everything about them. It's the volume. They're just so loud. The tone. Like, what? Beasty, why are you down here? What is Beasty doing down here? Beasty doesn't like recon. He spawns in all of his shinobis in the south. He's like, you in particular, recon, are a problem this game. He comes down and hits him. Meanwhile, we got a lot of mounted samurai. Villagers get taken out. What is that king doing? What is that king doing? Beasty takes first blood. MSNDK, I don't know what happened with your king right there, brother, but that was not where he wanted to be. MSNDK? Not like this. MSNDK just copping a Swifty right there. The Beasty coming in. What happened here? I don't know exactly what happened here. To be honest, I don't think MSNDK could have held against the amount of mounted samurai that were here. Like, there was a good amount of camels, but I don't think there were that many. Probably would have been able to hold on, but I think that the town center was filled, and I think he was trying to shuffle the king in or out, and then he must have got flustered. I think that's probably what happened. By the way, what is going on down here? Crossbows now starting to come out. Recon with a huge army compared to his nearest opponent, Voldemar. Really struggling here. Voldemar with a bit of an eco advantage, obviously. Going to be spamming those bad boys out, but for the moment, the military advantage definitely sits here with Recon. The numbers looking all of a sudden a little bit better for him, though. Voldemar going to try. Meanwhile, towards the north, Beasty. I mean, this is kind of the trouble when something like that happens, right? Like, it's not necessarily that Beasty could have beaten MSNDK. It's the fact that because he kills him so quickly, he now immediately rolls that army that he's prepared to kill MSNDK over to the next person. And this army should have been dented. It should have been dented by like at least half by all those camels. And now it just continues to move and continues to be added into. Now, good news, there's a lot of spears. There's some camels here as well. So he's going to be able to provide that camel on ease. Together with that bonus, he's gone for the military wing as well. So keep in mind, he's picked up the boot camp. Exactly what he needs. He's also got option for camel support once he reaches a little bit later on in this game. So Beasty not going to be able to hit that one. But yeah, I'm suspecting he's probably fat-fingered there and accidentally kicked the king out, or tried to kick the king out so that he could run to the back and get the protection of the camel lancers, but it's accidentally popped out the front because there were units at the back. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. We're going to have to double check and see exactly what happened. All right, let's check in over on the east side. See how we're doing over here. King's still safe for the moment. Plenty of units down here. Beasty could look to try and return. Obviously, he's got the ability to just sort of drop down those shinobi whenever it sees the occasion. And now, spears. Keep in mind, Lucifron's still H2. We've got ourselves a battering ram working it down. Bit of a stone wall coming up here from Crackety potentially as well. Battering ram going to be taken out. It's on the wrong side. I don't know. The battering ram should be over here. It's going to get eaten alive. Dome of the Faith in the back. Home Matsuri full for Beasty. He's now got that plus 30% that's coming in, that juicy plus 30%, and now Beasty moving across the map saying, okay, where can we go? Where's a king? And this is what's so smart. And I think this is really what sets the good FFA players apart from the great FFA players, is what Beasty is about to do right now. It takes me back to that game on Sand Reef in Outback Octagon 2, where we saw Puppy Paw moving across the map in Age 3 with Keshiks as the Mongols. And he was so far away from the nearest person. Landmark 1 down. Landmark 2 almost down. Beasty's just going to try and come in and grab the kill. He kills all the villagers. This has only got 2,000 health on it. Beasty needs to stay in this pocket so that the town center isn't going to be potentially... Oh, we need to check in on the south side as well. King's still safe in the town center. Looks like we've got Voldemar that's maybe going to get on the board today. This output... Or this... Tughlag about fort, going to be going down, but you can see Crackety here going to start committing. There's the king out of water, and Beasty going to claim a second victim for today. Now we've got ourselves a runaway. Do they turn around? Do they say, hey, guys, we got to take out that beast? That's 2. You can even you can see Beasty in the chat saying, I got you, homie. I don't know how Beasty's got his homies right now, but I'll say I wouldn't want to be one of them, that's for sure. Because, well, they're getting roasted, they're getting toasted. So I think that that's one of the really important skills to have as a good FFA player, is to always be aware, always be flexible, always be mobile. And we now really start to see that power coming through with the Mounted Samurai. Constantly looking, where can I go next? If we ride on board with him, He obviously sees this town center down here. He knows what's happening down here. If we take a look, we can't actually see the cooldown of the king, but I suspect he's recently used that ability. And immediately he makes his moves down towards this position. He looks potentially for another kill down here. And remember that if he can get this kill here, he can easily roll this into a kill on Voldemar as well. So we've really got a runaway that's happening right now. Everybody in the lobby needs to hit Beasty on the head right now and say, get out of this lobby. Get out of here. At least if they want a chance of victory. And we can see now he pops that ability. He sees exactly where the king is. Has he got the shinobis out? No shinobis out just yet, but he doesn't need them. He's got so many units. He spots the town center. It's burning. Oh, God. We're going to have another runaway, aren't we? There's no way. There's no way, man. He's got the economy at home as well. Town center, second town center now going to come down for him as well. We may potentially see a Sengoku Daimyo late game. Worthy of writing home about. And now look at this. Unit's going to be chasing away the army of Voldemar. King pops out into the outpost. After this, there's almost nowhere for him to run. He's going to try. He tries. He tries unsuccessfully. Beasty cleans him up. That's 3 for the Beast. In the west of the map. I was going to say Beast in the east. And now, look, this is the trouble, right? And you know what's kind of crazy? Is it all goes back to this single mistake. It all goes back to this single mistake. If MSNDK had kept it in the town center just a little bit longer, the Camel Lancers come through. The Camel Lancers kill half of the army. And let's say he dies after 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever it might be. That 3-minute delay now gives a little bit more time. And it means that Crackety over here would have got the kill because he would have picked up this landmark and then would have gone and gotten the king. It would have meant down in the south, instead of another king going down to Beasty here, that the king would have gone over to Voldemar. It would have given him time as well. So you can see part of the reason why we encourage players to just try and keep their kings in the TC whenever they can is so that it avoids things like this happening, where now he's picked up 4 kills and it's just a complete runaway. Okay, if we don't see a 3v1 right now, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, we have to see a 3v1 here. There's no way. They can't allow him. What are they saying? Crackety in the chat saying, fuck. Beasty saying, I got Shinobi. Beasty saying, I'm gonna be honest. Try to get points on each other. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Oh, you know, I'll be real. If they 3v1 Beasty right now, he dies. If they try to 3v1 Beasty, he will die. I love it, dude. Beasty even saying, I got too much. Wow. Okay, all right. I bet. Let's see. Lash attack Beasty. Oh, no. Oh, no. Lash is listening to Beasty. Oh, he is such a serpent tongue. Is that what you call it? He's whispering into the ears of the enemies and saying, don't bother attacking me. Like, look at this dude. Beasty's at 155 pop. And sure, he's got a high max pop, right? And often we use that as a reference point. He's killed 4 people in the lobby. He's killed all their kings. He's got the potential to be powerful, but it doesn't mean that he's powerful right now. He still needs to scale that economy. He still needs to scale that military as well. So by whispering into the ears and getting them to fight amongst each other like this, oh, when the politician just gets a little bit too much power. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. And now, Lash v Matiz. Just let him win. He already has tons of points. Gives us all a better chance. You've got people that are dead in the lobby trying to convince the players that are alive not to fight against each other so that they can stay alive a little bit longer. Oh, Lash now. You can't believe it. Oh, he is so slimy, but you gotta love it. That's exactly how you play FFA. And you know, that's just part of the brilliance. When it comes to FFA, you have to be doing these things. Because if you're not doing it, then another man will. And if they're doing it, if they're whispering in the ears of other players, then guess what? You know, it's just one of those things where it's like, it's beautiful. You love to watch it. You love to see it in real time. And now inside the base, how are those landmarks looking? Keep in mind, we got 1, 2, 3 landmarks. Lash gonna try and pick up a kill over here. The worst part is, they could absolutely kill Beasty here. If they tried. If they teamed up. If they turned on him. How many units is Crackety on? Not a huge amount, only 18. And it becomes one of those things where it's very hard to coordinate. And now the last landmark, we can see it getting repaired. Oh, Beasty, he's on the hunt. He sees the king inside the keep and says, okay, that's one way that we can kill you. Or what we can do is focus down the landmarks. Now, how many landmarks have we got here for Mattis? We got one that's being repaired. We got the second one that's dead. And the third one, which has now been vacated. Wallalol attempt. He's just going to fall back. He could lose. Yeah, he's going to lose over a couple of the mounted... that's a lot of mounted samurai. That Beasty makes a rare mistake right there, and all of a sudden, Mattis is still in the game. Okay, all right, okay. Good Wallalol. A decent Wallalol. I think that might be the best one that we've seen. That actually turned the tide. Impressive. Impressive. Now the question is, where do they go from here? Because... Oh, don't say it. Say it ain't so. No. Dude. I love that message that he sent. What was it? Like, to be honest, you guys should just kill each other to try and get points. Like something along those lines. Like, it's so good. Like, every little bit of that message is just so perfect. Like, the TBH, where he's kind of like, you know, like, hey guys, like, you know, to be honest, in your interest, like, you should probably just kill each other. Right? Like, he's selling it so well. I think that's the part that gets me the most, is it's just, he sells it so well that even you've got someone like Crackety, who is such a smart player when it comes to FFA, who takes the bait. And you might, like, I can definitely see that argument, right? Where, oh, you know, like, hey, I could get 1 point here. Beasty's already going to win, so I might as well get a point. But the truth is, there's 3 of them. They've all got economies. They've all got militaries. They can absolutely turn this table on its head. But unfortunately, now Lash, who just went and donated his army over to Mattis, is having a little bit of trouble at home. Let's check in with Beasty. Keep in mind, Beasty has stonewalled in his 4th age landmark. So there's no potential for a landmark snipe coming out. The last thing he'll need to do is stonewall in a keep and throw his king inside it and never look back. Home Matsuri, full. It's got a huge base that's starting to build here. Army over towards that east side. Only 2 players Imperial Age at this stage. It's Crackety. It's Beasty. Crackety actually spamming out the footmen at the moment. Can we check in with his army and see where it's at? It's all over on that west side. He's just going to try and commit harder here. Keep in mind that king. Where's that king? That king's safe in the north. You're not killing that, and you're not getting through this House of Wisdom. 12,000 health. He's going to try, though. The footmen are doing God's work. And now Beasty comes around and he sees, there's a stone wall here. Okay, all right, interesting. Stone wall on this side. Okay, interesting. We're going to have to go elsewhere. So stone wall up towards the top. He's fully stonewalled in at this time. So Crackety able to stay alive a little bit longer in this game. The Wingard footman definitely doing some work here, and he's actually starting to work down the town center, but does he potentially have a second kill sniped away by the Beast? This man has already taken 1 kill away from him in this game. Of course, we're talking about Lucifron on the Tughlag. Phil's now going to get eaten alive here by all of the Japanese samurai mounted upon their horses, and you can hear the sounds. I'm hearing some sizzling happening up in the north. What's going on with Lash? Let's check in, or rather with Mattis. Let's check. The army's looking good for him. He's going Imperial Age. Palace of the Sultan at the back here. Where's the rest of his army? We need to check in and make sure we're not missing anything. Doesn't he have... He's got a whole bunch of lancers somewhere. Yeah, there they are. The mounted samurai. Okay. More units making their way through. Main town center still standing, by the way. House of Wisdom getting worked out as well. Decent number of units back here for Lash, but he's getting a bit of a 2v1. I mean, it's not a 2v1 right now, but it will be very soon. I love his ability. I would just say right now, I still can't believe what I'm seeing here. The fact that he is able to convince these players that attacking them, attacking each other, is the right thing to do. Like, this is just absurd. But now crossbows chased away by the footmen. How's Beasty doing back over here? No additional keeps or castles thrown down just yet. Siege Workshop's going to be put down. Could be thinking about a potential mangonel or springled play. Maybe some bombards to crack through the defenses of Crackety. Could be an option. Could be an option, but he's hungry. You can feel it right now. He wants to take out that final king. Keep in mind, he doesn't need it. He can just go after landmarks at this stage, leave the king. There are the gates, so even if you kill this, you could probably just pull 1 ranged unit up here and take him out. But over towards that west side, the army continues to mass. War Elephant number looking healthy. Tower elephants looking good as well. Just those mounted samurai. Hopefully he brings the relics with him. Keep in mind, he's one of the only players in the game with relics. I think there's probably a couple more, maybe over towards this east side. I don't know exactly where these went. There were 2 more that were here, 1 and 2. But now underneath the town center of Lash, the footman on the retreat against the mounted samurai. There's so many mounted samurai here. He's going to try and fight amongst the buildings so he can get a bit of a favorable surface area against them. But you can see just how quickly they clean them up. Despite that bonus damage they get against cavalry, total of 25 damage, they just get absolutely annihilated. Keep in mind, Beasty's got level 3 mounted samurai. They've got so many stats. They've got that bonus damage as well. Or at least they should have that. Does he not have the upgrade? He's got the upgrade. I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, there. That's why it's not showing. Because you got to hover over their attack. So they've got the Odachi, 371 health, a decent amount of health. They get the extra attack speed as well from the Daimyo. So they're pushing 1.06 attack speed. And that's what makes them so crazy strong. I would say I think these mounted samurai are probably the best in the game. Or, like these knight replacement units. Okay, they're having a bit of a chat. How are you guys doing? I can't get Lash to turn on Beasty, says Crackety. And I think that's the key, right? Lash is definitely the key in this arrangement. Lash, you're being so dumb about this. I don't want to speak about Lash saying I don't want to speak about it. I don't want to speak about it. It's an FFA. He doesn't want to communicate. Guys, I don't want to talk about it, all right? Just let me kill Matiz in peace, all right? I'm about to die to Beasty, says Matiz. Just say that you go Beasty. Come, guys. You were backstabbing me. And we 3v1 him. Okay, finally. The parcel tongue may have been defeated. You go silent and attack Matiz? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And that's so true. He thought he could get the kill on Matiz. Oh, man. I will say right now, Matiz is going to be very hard to kill. Like, the fact that you've got the keep with the king, stone walls, the final landmark in here as well. Like, this is not going to be an easy kill by any means. Beasty needs to bring out the bombards. And that's exactly what he does. Beasty now with multiple bombards out on the field, making their way downtown. 4 bombards that we can see. Shinobi come out as well. Beasty looking to put on the pressure at the 32nd minute in this game. And now it's only a matter of time. They got to turn on Beasty, and they got to turn now, but they're not. And you can see Crackety here knows that because Lash wants to kill Matiz, there's no point in going after Beasty. It's just one of these little things where all the dominoes fall a certain way in this FFA, and it just turns it into a crazy day. Where unfortunately all goes Beasty's way. And now he begins to crack open that gate. Almost certainly, once it falls, Matiz becomes the next victim. All the bombards are going to go down, but he says, I don't care. You've got no gate, no way out, nowhere to run. It's all over, Red Rover, for you. And that's another plus 50 to Beasty. He's wiping the entire lobby. Oh my god, it might be a repeat. Oh my god, we might have it 2 times in a row in Outback Octagon. Within 2 weeks of each other. He's killed the entire lobby. I just got goosebumps, dude. Crackety, you're gonna need to go quickly, my brother. Crackety, we don't have time for battering rams, sir. Oh, Lord. I genuinely can't believe that he managed to convince these players to attack each other. Like, you have just witnessed. Let this be a great example of, number 1, why you shouldn't trust Beasty, but number 2, of why he's such a great FFA player. The ability to do that, to turn this game from, you know, a game that he clearly would have lost if they had decided to attack each other, or rather to attack him, into a game that he is now potentially just going to clear the entire lobby for. And this matters so much, because these points carry across into the semi-finals. And then if you obviously do well in the semi-finals, you go through to the finals. So this game right here could potentially cement him in the finals because of this. And now comes through. He's going to look to try and clear out all of the battering rams. He knows how important this is right here to get the full clear. Extra points. He'll happily take it. The battering rams are going down. Oh, it's going to be close. House of Wisdom still getting focused down, but the battering ram numbers have fallen. He's down to 2k health. Oh, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. more Wingard footmen from the south. He's trying to take them all out. before he comes through. And now Lash. Boom. Does he get it? I think he's got it. That's the kill. Now, keep in mind, this right here is going to be teal, but that's actually not true. And immediately, immediately Krakeny surrenders. This was something that we've seen in the code of the game. Basically, it's something to do with the player that first hit the landmark, and it's not the player that got the last hit on the landmark. I think we just witnessed a full clear. I'll get confirmation from our admins, but yeah, GG. Well played. That right there, that victory goes out to Lash. With 3 people remaining and absolutely the potential to kill Beasty, Lash attacks Mattis. He got convinced. He got completely convinced right there that the right call in that game was to attack his neighbor. The only chance of survival and against the Mount Beasty. And Beasty just absolutely played him like a fool. Well played. Good game. Let's check in with the leaderboard and see how we're doing after that game. I'll get confirmation from our admins that everything's updated and correct. Just give me a second here, folks. All right. It looks like we're all good. I think. Oh, no, that is not. Oh, hold on. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And coming out at the moment, keep in mind this is just game 1 of tonight, so there'll be another game, but Beasty now sitting at 3rd place, tied with Puppy Paw. Puppy Paw with more victories, though, will mean that he is sitting above Beasty on the ladder, at least for the moment. Who else did we see from time? I mean, no one else is going to move tonight, right? Beasty literally killed the entire lobby. So, yeah, that's essentially it. Well done, Beasty. Good job. I can't believe we've seen 2 full clears in back-to-back weeks. That is incredible. Anyway, we'll leave it there and we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.